Hi everyone! Have you ever felt like the world was trying to tell you something? You're walking through your day, perhaps lost in a deep thought or a quiet worry, and suddenly you glance at the clock. It's exactly 11:11, or maybe 22:22. It feels like more than a coincidence. It feels like a gentle tap on the shoulder. In my journey, I've learned to stop seeing these moments as mere glitches in time and started seeing them for what they truly are, nods from the universe. These numerical synchronicities are soul-to-soul conversations. They are the moments when the invisible fabric of reality becomes visible just for a second, letting you know that you are being heard, seen, and supported. When you see a mirror hour, the universe isn't just showing you a number, it's nodding in agreement with your vibration. It's a confirmation that your internal world is aligning with the external flow of abundance. In this video, we aren't going to dive into heavy scientific theories or complex formulas. Instead, I want to invite you into a lighter, more intuitive conversation. We're going to explore what these cosmic nods actually mean for your manifestation journey, from the high-speed energy of 11:11 to the shifting winds of 05:05. More importantly, I'll show you how to find the middle way, where you don't chase these signs with obsession, but rather allow them to find you in perfect timing. And because I know you want to understand these messages deeply, I've prepared a special gift for you. In the description below, you can find a free PDF guide where I've gathered the meanings of the most important mirror hours. You can download it for free and keep it as a reference whenever the universe decides to reach out to you. If you are ready to stop living in silence and start recognizing the dialogue the universe is having with you right now, you are in the right place. Before we decode these messages together, if you want to deepen your connection with the laws of reality and master your own manifestation, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. It's a simple way to help us grow while ensuring you never miss a step in your own transformation. The cosmic nod, when the invisible becomes visible. In my journey, there was a time when I felt like I was shouting into a void. I practiced my affirmations, I visualized my goals, and I tried to keep my vibration high. But sometimes the silence of the physical world can be deafening. Have you ever felt that way? Like you are doing all the work, but you aren't quite sure if anyone or anything is listening? It was in one of those moments of quiet doubt that I first truly noticed it. A simple glance at a digital clock. 11:11. At first, I brushed it off. We are taught by our logical minds to seek rational explanations for everything. It's just a coincidence, I told myself. I probably look at the clock 100 times a day, and I only remember the one time the numbers match. But then it happened again and again. On license plates, on grocery receipts, on the duration of a video I was watching. It wasn't just a pattern, it was a presence. That was the moment I stopped looking for logic and started looking for connection. I realized that these weren't just numbers, they were what I now call the cosmic nod. Think about a time when you were talking to a dear friend, someone who truly understands your heart. You're sharing a deep dream or a secret fear, and they don't say a word, they just nod. That simple movement of the head tells you everything you need to know. It says, I hear you, I see you, I'm with you. This is exactly what the universe is doing when it shows you mirror hours. It is nodding in response to your internal state. It is a confirmation that the boundary between your thoughts and the physical world is becoming thinner. In the law of attraction, we often focus so much on the big manifestations, the car, the house, the relationship, that we ignore the subtle dialogue that happens along the way. But the path to a big manifestation is paved with these small, luminous breadcrumbs of synchronicity. When you see 11:11 or 12:12, the universe is making the invisible visible for just a fraction of a second. It is showing you that you are not shouting into a void. You are participating in a grand, energetic conversation. When we talk about mirror hours as the cosmic nod, we are moving away from the cold, clinical approach to spirituality. We aren't here to measure frequencies with machines or prove theories with equations. We are here to feel the relationship. Imagine the relief that comes when you realize you don't have to carry the entire weight of your manifestation alone. Those numbers on the screen are a reminder that there is a partner in this process. Your job is to provide the intention. The universe's job is to organize the details. And the mirror hour is the signal that the organization is in progress. I remember a specific afternoon when I was struggling with a major decision. I was torn between two paths, and my mind was a chaotic storm of what-ifs. I asked for a sign, not a loud, booming voice from the sky, but just a gentle nudge. A few minutes later, I walked past a car with a license plate 2222. In that moment, the storm in my mind went still. I didn't need a complex explanation. I just needed that nod. I felt an immediate sense of alignment, a feeling that no matter which path I chose, the universe was already there, waiting for me. This is the beauty of a lighter, more intuitive approach. We don't need to be mathematicians to understand a wink from a loved one, and we don't need to be scientists to understand nods from the Creator. These numbers are a universal language of symbols. They bypass the ego, the part of you that worries and doubts, and speak directly to your soul. Your soul knows exactly what 1111 means before your mind tries to look it up in a book. It's a feeling of aha, or finally. As we explore this deeper, I want you to start viewing your day not as a series of random events, but as a guided experience. Every time you see a mirror hour, I want you to pause. Don't just check the time and keep scrolling. Stop for 3 seconds. Breathe. Feel the cosmic nod. Recognize that in that exact moment, your vibration matched a frequency of truth. You were in sync with time itself. This awareness is the first step toward becoming a master manifester. You are learning to read the feedback of the universe. Manifestation isn't a one-way street where you place an order and wait for delivery. It's a dance, and in any dance, there are cues. Mirror hours are the cues. They tell you when to speed up, when to slow down, and when to simply trust the rhythm. When you see 1010, perhaps the universe is saying new beginnings are ready for you. When you see 0909, it might be saying a cycle is closing. Let go of the old. These aren't commands, they are gentle suggestions, nods of encouragement. By shifting your perspective from coincidence to connection, you change the way you interact with reality. You stop being a victim of circumstances and start being a co-creator. You begin to notice that the more you acknowledge the nods, the more frequent they become. It's as if the universe says, "Oh, you're finally noticing me. Let's talk more." This is the beginning of a beautiful, magical friendship with the field of all possibilities. As we deepen this conversation, I want you to understand that recognizing these nods is about reclaiming your power. In a world that often feels chaotic and random, the mirror hour is a lighthouse. It stands there, unwavering, reminding you that there is an order to the universe and that you are a vital part of that order. When you see 1111, it is the universe's way of saying, your focus is creating reality right now. Be mindful of where you place your energy. I've spent years observing how these signs manifest. It isn't just about the clock on your wall, it's about the alignment of your internal state. Have you noticed that when you are in a state of high vibration, when you feel grateful, joyful, and expectant, these mirror hours seem to appear everywhere? This is not a coincidence. This is the law of resonance in action. Your high frequency is literally pulling these synchronicities into your field of vision. On the other hand, when we are stuck in doubt or fear, we often stop seeing the signs. It's not that the universe has stopped nodding, it's that our receptors are clouded by the density of our emotions. That is why I emphasize the lightness of this approach. If you treat manifestation like a chore or a stressful job, you create a wall between yourself and the subtle cues of the universe. But when you treat it as a dialogue, a playful exchange of signals, you open the gates. Imagine the universe as a loving presence that enjoys playing this game of catch with you. You throw out an intention and the universe throws back an 1111 or a 2222 as if to say, I caught it, I'm working on it. This shift in perception is transformative. It takes you from a place of begging for what you want to a place of acknowledging that what you want is already on its way. Every nod is a confirmation of your delivery date. It's like tracking a package online. You don't see the item yet, but you see the updates. Arrived at sorting facility, out for delivery.
Mirror hours are those updates. They keep you encouraged. They keep you from giving up right before the miracle happens.
In my own life, I remember a period of intense financial transition. I was trying to manifest a new level of abundance, but my bank account hadn't caught up with my vision yet. One morning, I was feeling particularly anxious. I sat down with my coffee and looked at my phone. It was 10:10. I smiled, took a breath, and said, "Thank you for the nod." 5 minutes later, an email arrived with an unexpected opportunity that aligned perfectly with my goals. Was the email sent because I saw the time? No, but seeing the time allowed me to be in the right emotional state to recognize the value of that email when it arrived. It kept my door open. This is the secret. The nod doesn't just predict the future, it prepares you for it. It aligns your nervous system with the reality you are calling in. When you acknowledge the sign, you drop the resistance. You stop fighting and start flowing. You realize that you are being guided by a wisdom far greater than your logical mind. As you go through your day after watching this, I want you to make a pact with yourself. Every time you see a mirror hour, don't just think, "Oh, that's cool." Instead, feel a wave of gratitude wash over you. Say to yourself, "The universe is nodding to me. I am in sync." This simple act of recognition strengthens the bond. It turns a random moment into a sacred ritual of manifestation. You are telling the universe that you are a conscious participant in the creation of your life. We are moving from the what to the how. You now know what these signs represent. They are the gentle, loving nods of a universe that wants you to succeed. In the next block, we will get even more specific. We will look at the intuitive dictionary of these hours so you can understand the nuances of what is being whispered to you. But for now, just sit with this feeling. You are never alone. You are being watched over, guided, and nodded to every single day. Decoding the message. Intuitive meanings for your journey expanded. Now that we have established that these nods are a dynamic conversation between your soul and the universe, let's move into the heart of what these specific messages mean. While your personal intuition is always the final authority, numbers carry a collective vibration, a universal code that can help you navigate your manifestation path with more clarity. 1111, the gateway of instant manifestation and alignment. This is perhaps the most recognized nod in the world of the law of attraction, and for a very good reason. Think of 1111 as a high-speed portal opening directly above you. When you see this, the universe is signaling that your thoughts are being materialized at an accelerated rate. It is a moment of extreme alignment, where the gap between the invisible idea and the visible reality has temporarily vanished. When 1111 catches your eye, it is an urgent nudge to check your mental diet. If you were worrying about a debt or a relationship issue, stop immediately. The universe is saying, whatever you are focusing on right now, I am building. Use this moment to pivot. Shift your internal vision toward the version of you that already has what you want. In my journey, I treat 1111 as a reset button. No matter what kind of day I'm having, seeing those 4 digits is my signal to return to my power. It's a green light from the cosmos telling you that you are on the right frequency. 1212, divine timing and the harmony of action. Seeing 1212 is a powerful sign of balance. It often appears when you have been working hard toward a goal but haven't seen the physical results yet. This nod is a message of divine timing. It suggests that your internal intentions and your external actions are finally in harmony. If you have been feeling impatient, 1212 is the universe's way of saying the pieces are falling into place behind the scenes. In the law of attraction, much of the work happens in the unseen realms before it breaks through to the physical. 1212 is a reminder to trust the rhythm of the harvest. You have planted the seeds, you have watered them with your focus, and now the universe is weaving the final threads of your manifestation. It's an invitation to stay disciplined, but also to release the how and when.
Your intention is being grounded into reality. 0505. Embracing the winds of change. If 0505 keeps appearing on your screens or clocks, it's time to prepare for movement. This is a very active nod. It represents freedom, adventure, and the breaking of stagnant cycles. Usually, 0505 appears when you have been asking for a change, or when the universe knows that your current situation is no longer serving your growth.
The energy of 0505 is like a fresh wind blowing through a stale room. It might feel a bit disruptive at first, but it is clearing the space for your manifestation to arrive. If you've felt stuck or bored, seeing 0505 is a signal that the energy is finally shifting. Don't resist the changes that come your way after seeing this sign. The universe is rearranging your reality to match the new frequency you've been projecting. 1010, the cycle of new beginnings. This sequence is about self-mastery and the power of the 0 point. 1010 often appears when you have just closed a difficult chapter in your life and are standing on the threshold of something new. It is a nod of encouragement, reminding you that you are the sole programmer of your reality. When you see 1010, it's a call to step into your new identity. The 11 represents the spark of creation, and the 0 represents the infinite potential of the void. Together, they tell you that you have a clean slate. Whatever happened in the past no longer defines you. This nod is the universe telling you to start dreaming bigger, because you now have the wisdom to handle the expansion. 2121, the success signal and the power of gratitude. Seeing 2121 is a direct nod toward success, fulfillment, and the big win. It is one of the most positive signs you can receive. It signifies that you are on the verge of a breakthrough. This is the moment where the law of attraction moves from expectation to realization. When 2121 appears, the best response is a deep, heartfelt arigato. Give thanks as if the manifestation has already arrived in your hands. This act of anticipatory gratitude acts like a magnet, pulling the result toward you even faster. 2121 is a reminder that the universe is pleased with your progress and is ready to deliver the fruits of your alignment. The inverted hours, 1221, 2112, and the shift in perception. Sometimes the universe sends you mirror inverted hours like 1221 or 0220. These are specific nods about your perspective. They often appear when you are looking at a problem from only one angle and getting frustrated. The universe is saying, flip the script. Inverted hours are a call for mental agility. They suggest that the solution to your manifestation block is actually right in front of you, but you need to change your point of view to see it. It's a reminder that reality is a mirror. If you don't like what you see, don't try to fix the mirror, change the image you are projecting from within. As you navigate these numbers, remember the free PDF guide I've left for you in the description. It's a tool to help you stay connected to these meanings without having to stress over memorizing them. The goal is to keep the conversation light and intuitive. When you see a number, notice the feeling in your chest. Notice the thought you are having. The number is the nod, but your intuition is the message. The middle way. Signal versus obsession. Deep dive. Now, we must address one of the most critical aspects of this journey, a bridge that many cross but few master. I call it the middle way. In the law of attraction, there is a very fine, almost invisible line between being a conscious observer of signs and becoming an obsessed seeker of numbers. To truly step into your role as a master of manifestation and understand the cosmic nods the universe is giving you, you must master the energy behind your observation. The law of attraction is always responding to who you are at your core frequency, not just the words you say or the clock you watch. If you spend your entire day in a state of hypervigilance, constantly glancing at your phone, your car dashboard, or your computer screen, waiting for 1111 to appear so you can finally feel safe or lucky, you are actually vibrating in a state of profound lack. You are telling the universe, I don't trust that you are listening to me, so I need to chase this sign to prove that I am not alone. When you chase a sign with that frantic energy, the sign, or at least its true spiritual power, begins to retreat. This is the psychological trap of the seeker. When you are desperate for a sign, you are effectively telling the field of infinite possibilities that you do not currently have the connection you desire. And as we know, the universe mirrors back your state of not having. You might still see the numbers because your brain's reticular activating system is now forced to find them to satisfy your obsession, but the magical electrical charge of the synchronicity is gone. It becomes just a number on a screen, devoid of the soul-to-soul dialogue we discussed earlier. The true magic of a mirror hour happens when it finds you. It is that moment of unconscious alignment. Imagine you are fully immersed in the present moment. Perhaps you are washing the dishes, deeply engaged in a creative project, or sharing a genuine laugh with a loved one. Your mind is quiet, your heart is open, and you are simply being. Then you casually glance at the time. Boom, 22:22. That is a real nod. It's a surprise gift from the divine. It's the universe tapping you on the shoulder while you are busy living your life, saying, I see you in your joy, and I am here with you. This is the essence of the middle way, the state of detached awareness. It is a place of quiet confidence where you know the signs exist, you deeply appreciate them when they arrive, but you do not need them to sustain your faith or your happiness. In this state, the mirror hour is a bonus, not a requirement. When you release the need for the sign, you remove the resistance that was keeping the signs and your manifestations at bay. It's one of the great paradoxes of the law of attraction. When you are so happy and fulfilled that you stop looking for the signs begin to appear everywhere. When you are in a state of flow, you are naturally in sync with the rhythm of time itself. You don't have to look for the rhythm because you are the rhythm. If you find yourself becoming anxious, frustrated, or even angry because you haven't seen a mirror hour in a couple of days, I want you to stop and realize that this frustration is a sign in itself. It is a sign that you have moved out of the frequency of trust and back into the frequency of control. Control is the enemy of manifestation. Control is the ego trying to force the universe to follow its timeline. The middle way is about radical trust. It's about knowing that even when the clock shows a random, non-repeating time like 3:47, the universe is still nodding to you through 1,000 other channels. Maybe it's a specific song that plays just when you need to hear a certain lyric, a random conversation with a stranger that answers a question you've been holding, or a sudden, unexplainable feeling of peace that washes over you during a stressful moment. Don't turn the clock into a prison or a scoreboard for your spiritual progress. Let it be a bridge, a gentle reminder of a much larger, much deeper connection. In my own journey, I had to learn this lesson the hard way. I used to be addicted to the signs. If I didn't see 11:11, I felt like my manifestations were failing. I was vibrating in fear, disguised as spirituality. It was only when I practiced the arigato technique, giving thanks for the life I had even when no signs were visible, that the floodgates opened. I stopped looking at the clock, and that's exactly when the clock started talking to me more than ever before. A real nod from the universe should bring a sense of relief, a soft smile, and a quiet moment of gratitude. It should feel like a confirmation, not a desperate lifeline. When you live in this balanced state, you are no longer a seeker, you are a co-creator. You realize that you are the destination, and the signs are just the beautiful scenery passing by as you move toward your destiny. By maintaining this middle way, you ensure that your vibration remains clean. You aren't polluting your manifestation field with the grasping energy of the ego. You are standing in your power, grounded and steady, allowing the universe to wink and nod at you in its own perfect divine timing. This is where the true dialogue lives, in the space between the numbers, in the silence of your trust. Inspired action. From passive sign to active manifestation. Deep dive. Now that we have decoded the meanings and understood the profound importance of the middle way, we reach the most transformative part of this journey, the art of turning a passive observation into a deliberate, active manifestation. A mirror hour is not merely a sign to be observed with a fleeting thought, it is a portal, a rhythmic opening in the fabric of your day that invites you to participate in the creation of your reality. In the law of attraction, a nod from the universe is your divine cue to perform what I call inspired action. Think of the exact moment you see 11:11, 22:22, or 12:12 as a station of realignment. In our busy, modern lives, we are often swept away by a tide of reactive thoughts, reacting to emails, reacting to traffic, reacting to the news. We lose our center. When the universe winks at you through the clock, it is offering you a lifeline back to your power. Instead of just thinking, oh, that's a nice coincidence, and immediately returning to your stress, I want you to use those 5 to 10 seconds to anchor your desire into the physical realm. When the universe nods to you, you must nod back with intention. This nodding back can take many forms, but the most powerful is the 5-second quantum shift. The moment you see the sign, close your eyes if you can, or simply soften your gaze. For 5 seconds, feel the emotional end result of what you are manifesting. If it's abundance, feel the relief in your chest. If it's love, feel the warmth in your heart. By doing this, you are telling the universe, I received your message, I acknowledge your support, and I am doubling down on my frequency. You are transforming a random moment into a sacred ritual. One of the most effective ways to respond to a nod regarding your financial life is to integrate the arigato technique, which is a cornerstone of the happy money philosophy. We often have a complicated, stressful relationship with money. We see a bill and feel a contraction. We check our balance and feel a pang of lack. If you happen to see a mirror hour while you are engaging with your finances, perhaps while paying a bill or checking an app, this is a critical moment. Don't let the old patterns of fear take over. Instead, whisper arigato. Thank the money for the service it provides. Thank the money for its flow. By expressing gratitude in the presence of a cosmic sign, you are shifting your energy from lack to flow instantly. To truly master this, we must also look at the science of the heart-brain coherence, which brings us to the profound work of Dr. Joe Dispenza. If you want to understand why these signs appear and how your internal state dictates your external reality, Dispenza's teachings are essential. He explains that when we linger in the past or worry about the future, we are living in survival mode, and the universe feels closed to us. But when we learn to break the habit of being yourself and enter the present moment, the sweet spot of the generative moment, we start to see these synchronicities as a natural byproduct of our new state of being. When you see a mirror hour, it is often a sign that you have successfully entered the quantum field, where all possibilities exist. It's a confirmation that you are no longer defined by your past, but by your future intentions. I've included the links to Dr. Joe Dispenza's books in the description because combining the intuitive nod with his rigorous mental discipline creates an unstoppable force. You begin to realize that the sign isn't just happening to you, it is happening because of you. You are literally pulling these numbers out of the quantum soup through the strength of your focus. If this conversation is helping you reclaim your role as the architect of your life, I would be honored to have you as part of our community. By subscribing to this channel, you aren't just clicking a button, you are making a commitment to your own evolution. It is a way to stay tethered to these truths and ensure that you never miss a step in your transformation. Helping the channel grow allows us to reach more souls who are currently looking at the clock and wondering if they are alone. Your subscription is a nod back to us, letting us know this work matters. Thank you so much for staying with me until the very end. I truly appreciate you watching and being here with us on this journey. It means the world to have your presence in this community. Take care of your vibration, and I will see you in the next video. To support your daily practice, remember that I've prepared a free PDF guide that contains the specific meanings of the mirror hours we've covered today. You can find the link in the description below and also in the first pinned comment. I encourage you to download it and keep it as a reference. When you see a sign and you feel that spark of curiosity, let the PDF be a tool to ground that intuition into a clear message. Furthermore, for those who want to go deeper into the mechanics of wealth and the biology of belief, I have also provided the links to the Happy Money Resources and Dr. Joe Dispenza's Masterworks. These are the books that helped me move from a place of chasing signs to a place of living in a state of constant, miraculous synchronicity. As we close this chapter, I want you to carry one thought with you. The universe is not a silent observer. It is not a cold, mechanical void. It is a dynamic, living partner that is deeply invested in your happiness. Every mirror hour, every repeating number, and every coincidence is a love letter written in the language of light and frequency. You are being cheered on by forces you cannot see, but can certainly feel. Take that nod, breathe it into your soul, and walk forward with the confidence of someone who knows that the entire cosmos is conspiring for their highest good. The signs are there, you are ready, and the dialogue has only just begun. Until next time, keep your heart open, your vibration high, and your eyes ready for the next wink from the divine.